Hi folks, it's Richard from Inclusive Driving. In this video, we're going to look at a few Google reviews of a driving test centre. Generally, anyone who passes their driving test leaves a 5-star review, and anyone who fails leaves a 1-star. And naturally, the people who fail are very upset and possibly don't fully understand the reason for failing. While some of the comments might seem amusing, the purpose of this video is to explain why the candidate might have failed. While I can't say for certain why they failed, as of course I wasn't there, but I'm going to use my experience as a driving instructor to make a reasonable judgement and explain what probably really happened. So here's a review from Emily. She says, "I keep failing at this test centre and not sure why. The examiners get so far and then love to immediately end the test even when you're doing something right and not making any serious or major faults. They will fail you on minor things. Very ridiculous. Attempted twice, no luck." Well, Emily, I'm just going to downright disagree here. Examiners do not fail you on minor things unless you are repeating the same minor thing several times. They will only fail you for a serious mistake. And in terms of ending the test, this is current DVSA policy due to trying to minimise the amount of time that examiners spend in the car. If the result has been determined because you have committed a serious fault, the test will be terminated and you'll return to the test centre. This review from Emma, she says, "I failed apparently because I stayed in the right lane too long, but I was turning right." And she questions, why am I going to merge back into the left lane during heavy traffic to go back into the right again when I was turning right at the end of the road? Basically just any old reason to fail someone. So my thoughts here are that it probably wasn't the fact that you were in the right lane that caused you to fail. It was most likely being in the right lane and not travelling fast enough, and therefore either holding up traffic behind you or more seriously, forcing traffic to overtake you on the left-hand side. Now, this is probably where you've turned right at a roundabout and you've exited the roundabout into the right lane, maybe for a very good reason, but you haven't got your speed up soon enough and you've caused a tailback behind you. This review from Louise. "Absolutely fuming. My daughter had her test today after having a year of driving very competently. She was failed before she even left the test centre because she stalled the car. It's an absolute disgrace. The reason was the oncoming car had to slow down." Louise, you've answered your own question there. Stalling isn't an automatic serious fault, but if you stall in a place that causes other traffic to slow down, or change direction or swerve, that does become a serious fault. Now, the speed of the oncoming car is kind of irrelevant. What the examiner has to be thinking is you stalled in a dangerous place, and had the car that was coming towards you or the oncoming car been travelling faster, it creates a what if situation. So they can't pass you there because it does demonstrate that in the future you may stall in a more serious set of circumstances. Here's a review from someone who calls themselves PP. "The examiner tried to grab the wheel whilst the car was fine in the road and gave me a major for going around a corner in second gear, and furthermore the staff was rude." I'm not going to comment on whether the staff are rude or not, but examiners will not grab the wheel unless there is some danger. Quite frankly, they grabbed the wheel for a reason, so the car was not fine in the road. Coming to your point about giving you a major or a serious fault for going around a corner in second gear, my opinion is it was probably that you went around a corner too fast because you were in second gear. So you didn't necessarily fail because you were in second gear, but you failed because second gear caused you to be out of control and taking a corner too fast. And the final one for this video from J Core. Just had my test today. This test centre is rubbish and the examiner was bad. He was doing his job, but it doesn't mean by anyhow to find one serious mistake and make the learner fail. Same thing happened to me today. I was 1 centimetre over the line in a roundabout and he gave me a serious mistake. So 2 things come to mind here. Firstly, when you're on a roundabout that is well marked with lane guides, you should be in the centre of that lane. So you should be equal distance from the left line and the right line. So to be 1 centimetre over the line, you are potentially driving into the next lane. So I do agree that that would be a serious mistake. More likely though, is that you were over the line and you hadn't checked your mirror. So you were unaware of whether there was or was not any traffic in the lane next to you. That's my opinion, what is probably the most likely cause there. So if you want to see more of these videos, analysing mistakes in Google reviews, then let me know in the comments and I'll happily do some more. But that's all for now, and we'll see you on another video very soon.